EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Colts and the Cards, and it's coming up next.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in off a loss last time out, but they're still in the midst of a good stretch here. Winners of 7 of their last 9 games. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be quarterbacked, of course, by a 2-time Super Bowl champion in his 18th NFL season. It's Ben Roethlisberger.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Roethlisberger. He's got Jack Doyle. Oh, look at the numbers for Doyle from a week ago. 4 catches, 66 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ben to throw again. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
36 yards on the play. Williams. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Damian Williams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. but there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception.
Pick.
Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Murray flushed out right, going deep for Hopkins. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Murray now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Not much there, only a yard. For Charles' first drive here, a little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
Going deep for Hopkins. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
And to put a ball on it, next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. He finds his man, complete. It's Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He gets it complete to Harris. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now Murray again. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40. The 30. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger with a give. It's Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Here's Roethlisberger. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, and they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You're talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
Barkley will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This one swung out to Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Finding Williams once more, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now on 2nd and 16, Roethlisberger. This goes out right to Doyle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Personal foul. Rubbing the captain. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. A.J. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. Extra point good by Prater, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Here we go. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wide. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Don't do us like that.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Flushed out right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Pushes him over. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Murray off play action. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Mo Alley-Cox. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They're going to try and run for it, but he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their 1-point lead.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, trying to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Kirk now, the return man. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Being chased out left. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A little juke, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. A handoff to Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency.
There he goes right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Braxton Berrios, 81 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Barkley, a first down and more. Uses the stiff arm. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. And that run right there, just what the doctor ordered.
You talk about putting it all together for your offense because no big run happens unless everyone does their job. And now you're thinking about ending the football game because you're in field goal range.
What a dandy this has been. A first down carry for Barkley. Powers through him, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, here I come.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Barkley. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here. Going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Rodgers on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So Ben Roethlisberger and the offense down by 6, 57 seconds to go. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And he completes it to Berrios. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Oh, and a nice tackle, a 6-yard pickup, but they need more than that.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So down 6, and they know they need this one on fourth down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. On first down, Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Back to throw it, Murray. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.